Fletcher.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, it's been talked about our unemployment statistic and what rate we're at or what percentage, as if it's just a statistic. You know, it's just a number we throw around. It's 12%, it's 18%. It's underemployed, it's 25%. But I promise you, at this point in California, everybody knows somebody who has lost their job. It's your roommate from college. It's a buddy of yours from the early days. It's a family member. And those that haven't lost it, a great number of them have lost a part of their job. They're underemployed. They're not making enough money to make ends meet. It's not a stat, it's people who are hurting in a very serious way. They're worried about their health care. They're worried about their kids' schools. We are in a perilous time facing our state. We face great difficulty. And out of great difficulty, I believe, comes great opportunity, but more importantly comes great obligation, which is we have an obligation as members of this body to do everything we can to help our constituents, to do right by the people that we represent, to step forward and do everything to say we understand how bad it is. And although it may not be perfect, it may not be ideal, it may not be exactly what everyone wants, we are trying to move the ball forward because we hear from you that you're struggling. And we realize that sometimes we have to be willing to step out of our comfort zone just a little bit to do the right thing. We have a tax code today that provides no incentive to be in California because you can pick whichever one benefits you better. If you reap the benefit of putting all your employees in another state, our tax code says, hey, that's fine. If you actually put your employees here, we penalize you because you're at a competitive disadvantage. And day after day, we say, make California more competitive to create jobs here. And day after day, we defend a broken system that tells the company it doesn't matter if you're here or not. We'll hook you up either way. All the other states we cite all the time as job creators, they have gone to mandatory single sales factor. This isn't an idea from the left. This is Governor Rick Perry in Texas who said we're going mandatory single sales because you need to bring your jobs here, because I care about people here. Governor Mitch Daniels in Indiana, he didn't say we're going to let you pick whichever one's better for you. He said, no, I care about Indiana. We're going to be a competitive place to grow jobs. You bring your businesses here. Governor Chris Christie in New Jersey, who said, we have great difficulty in our state. We want to be a competitive place to create jobs. We're going to have a tax policy that says you need to actually employ our people. All of those states have done it. And here today with this vote, we have the opportunity to do the same thing. To send a message that says California is not only open for business, but we're going to reward people who come here, who make this your home, who invest in us. We're going to invest in you. It will truly make us competitive. That alone, I believe, is reason to support the bill. But because that change provides an increase in revenue, we have a whole different dynamic. There's a lot of ways you could spend that extra revenue. Some on my side have now suggested put it in education or public safety. I think that what we do is we provide the relief to those small businesses, to those trying to survive in a manufacturing environment. I worry about the bifurcation of our economy, about not having a healthy, vibrant middle class, to make a commitment to them. I worry greatly about those who are on the edge, the working poor. And we have an opportunity to make us competitive and then tell them, hey, a little help is on the way, not just today, but permanently, every day moving forward, by lowering the tax on small business.
30 seconds.
By lowering the tax on the working poor, by providing help to manufacturing. You know what? They don't have lobbyists running around. We're their lobbyists because they're our constituents, and it's who we should be looking after first. In closing, you hear a lot of reasons not to do it. Oh, it's too much. It's too big. It's too massive. Then we hear it's too little. It's not enough. Won't make a difference. We hear about the process. Even though this change has gone over in over 20 other states over the last decade, it has been aired in legislation after legislation. It has had hearing after hearing in the last 3 years, and the governor's proposal has been out there for weeks.
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher.
One moment, Madam Speaker. In closing, I will tell you, members, it is always easier to wait. It's always easy to find a reason to oppose. What's hard is coming together. What's hard is getting something that, even if not perfect, does put our state in a better place. That's what's hard. I believe in my heart this is the right thing to do. I believe it's the right thing for California. I would request your aye vote.